Alright, so I hope this thing is up. Let me get this fixed. Alright. Okay, there we go. I thought I had it working properly. I guess not. Seems like I do now. Oh, nice. Alright. So, earlier we mentioned that it was possible that we would have a bit of a rise in the overall market, and then more towards the end of the day, it would start falling off a little bit. But I have been proven wrong. Although we did go up to 457 apparently with the SPY. It went back down a bit on 455, and now we're going back up to 456. 57. Again, yeah. GameStop is now at 123.62. Seems to be sustaining pretty well above the 115, 118 range. So that's really good. And then AMC as well has been sustaining around 18. There's possibilities of seeing a slight reversal here, but it seems to be that we have enough volume and enough buying pressure to be able to keep it up. Whoa. And then, here we go. I forgot to change this one. This is supposed to be BBIG. Let's see. BBIG has had a great run today. It's opened today actually at 303 and is now trading at about 354. Yeah, 354. I think it reached a high of 350. Nope. It reached a high of 360. I know I saw it earlier, reaching a high of 360. And as it did, I regretted not buying more. I saw it rise to 317. I was watching it as it touched 325 and then it hit 330. I thought maybe the reversal would be right around there towards the downside, but I was wrong again. So I didn't buy any more. But it actually did a pretty good run, pretty good rally today. I like it. There seems to be a little bit of FOMO coming into BBIG. Although this doesn't look very good right now. But hopefully. Volume at 65 mil for AMC. Volume for BBIG is 54 mil. Not bad. Not bad volume. Although they're two different stocks, of course, but considering that volume for BBIG is, according to this, so the average is 32 mil. We're seeing a good push on it right now. Let's see. What do we have in the news today? What is there? Stocks resume rally led by cyclicals, small caps market wrap. That was yesterday. That's not today. Stock rally gains traction as bond sell-off eases. Really? Bloomberg, 10 minutes ago. Stock rally gains traction as bond sell-off eases. Dip buying seen in shares of Facebook parent Meta platforms. Yes, actually, I did want to point that out. Let's change this. Let's see. FB. Facebook. Okay, it had a little bit of a pullback right here, but it's still sustaining quite high considering it opened at 224 today. So we are up about 5.5%, which is good for those who are invested in Meta platforms. Although their earnings, this is personal. Personally, it didn't come out too of my taste per se, but it's been having a good run since it hit about 216, around that range. What was it? 225? That was, if we go back far enough. Yeah, 216, 16. 216, 16. Yesterday, intraday. And now we are trading at around 233. 232, pardon. It reached a high of 233 today. A little bit of a recovery in the stock. We are less than 30 minutes away from market close. Let me change this. I named it wrong. I named market open. What is going on? And then Meta has been. There we go. Actually, that's pretty cool. Metarally. Metarally. Let me see here. 457.38 on the SPY. And GameStop is a 124. 124 in GameStop. AMC is 1858 right now. Meta is at 232. 29. Very, very nice. Let's see here. Let me share these. And then. Let's see. Am I able to display? Am I able to display here? This page. No. No, I'm not. Aha. Let's open that here. Very cool. Since we do not have, we don't have a subscription for Bloomberg yet, so we won't be subscribing to that yet. But I am able to share this with you. Let's add this source right here. It'll be source 2. Hopefully that doesn't mess up my current stream. Because if it does, then I will be in trouble. Just kidding, maybe not. Hopefully not. Oh, ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Yep. Hopefully you can see that. And let's move it a little bit. Let's take up a bit of the page. Let's see it right here for a moment. You can, if I have to turn it off, I just turn it off. But wanted to show you this. S&P extended students extended Tuesday's broad-based rally, with tech stocks recovering about half of their losses this year. Mega caps led the Nasdaq 100 higher, with dip buying in Facebook parent Meta Platforms Incorporated, after a 4-day slide wiped about a third of its market value. Both the S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 are poised for the biggest daily gains this month. Yes, somewhat. The 10-year US Treasury yield retreated from levels last seen in 2019 and hit such lows around 1.91% after strong demand at auction. Well, yeah, especially, I mean, you're getting a bit of a rally. You're getting, sorry, my microphone seems to have turned off. I don't get why they turn off like that. But you're getting a bit of a rally when you look at the chart compared to what it was. That was the wrong one. But hey, you're getting a bit of a rally in GME as well. But for Meta, you're getting a bit of a rally considering where it hit earlier this week. And also considering the fact that it fell more than 100 basis points. That's not what I was trying to look at. More than 100 points in the last 5 days, I think. Let's look at the month. Yep. Around the 330s, 328s, and then to reach this low, 328, 216, that's more than 100 points. That's about 110, 115. That is crazy of an amount of a drop. I don't think it was a warranted amount. I don't think it was supposed to reach those levels of a drop. I mean, good if it made people money, but also it lost people a lot of money. So good for them, and sorry for those other ones. I don't know if it would recover. I don't know if people are expecting it to. In this market, no one really knows what's going to happen. You just try to do your best day by day. Try to put in the effort needed to be able to trade properly. I mean, you just try your best. Let's see here. They call it the halfway point. Tech reaches the halfway point. Yeah. Retracing 15% of its drop. You can see that a little bit. Yep. But we have CPI data still coming in, so who knows what's going to happen then. I'm not going to say when because I don't remember when it's coming in, but if I'm not mistaken, it's coming in within a couple days. Maybe this week or next week. Let's search. Yeah, well, just Google it. Disney Peloton earnings, what to know this week. Here we go. Well, Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance is saying, what is Yahoo Finance saying? CPI inflation, Disney and Peloton earnings. What to know this week? Another set of inflation fears, right? Inflation alongside a packed docket of quarterly earnings results with names from Disney, Uber, Lyft, Peloton. I was hearing about Disney's earnings and how they're estimated to be very high and possibly back to pre-pandemic levels, which would be good. I'm sure that would. Here we go, February 9th today. I'm guessing that's going to be after market close. And hopefully, based on that, if we're looking at the right amount of bullish pressure, Disney will be able to rise quite a bit. Let me shut that down for a second. And let's look up Disney. What? Disney on the New York Stock Exchange. So what we're looking at right now, let's look at the 1 minute chart. 46.96. It's up 3% on the day. It's up by about $4. So let's look at the 3 months, the past 3 months. It's also had a dip. I mean, everything has. Buy the dip, they say. Buy the dip. But the dip keeps dipping. Sometimes the dip just keeps going. You keep buying and it keeps going down. That's what happens. Who knows how long we'll be in this type of market. But as everything else, it always ends and moves to another one. There we go. Somewhat. Interesting to see it in different ranges. 5 day, the 1 day, the intervals, 5 minutes, 1 minute. Very, very interesting. Oh, I just saw that come in. Again, I'm always late to noticing things. Just like in the market. I'm always late to noticing the trends. Always late to momentum. Never early to momentum. Hopefully I can be early to momentum and be able to make some money off of that. Hi. Welcome. Very, very nice. I am happy that the connection is quite stable now. It was giving me issues. A lot of the times that I was trying to display it. You can probably see the reflection here in my glasses. These are just blue. What is blue light? Blue light lens. Wonder if Disney is already trying to price in the estimated earnings, considering all of the Disney Plus memberships, subscriptions, sorry, all of the Disney Plus subscriptions, and then also, well, mainly because we were all quarantined for quite a while, and then everyone was watching Netflix and Hulu and all these companies. All of this entertainment. Food and energy prices. CPI is expected to rise by 5.9% on an annual basis, which would also represent the biggest jump since 1982. I don't know. I don't know. I think it might be higher than that. It doesn't make sense that it would be that little. I mean, it's not little, it's a lot. But it doesn't make sense that it would be that, and we're all noticing all these price hikes everywhere. Also, I don't understand why it says sometimes that businesses. Take a look here. I don't understand why lots of these say that businesses start raising prices. They've accumulated a lot of stock of materials and products, and then there's a shortage as well. The shortage is separate from that, but the prices on the current products that they have will be increased, even though if people are not buying right now with the prices that are there now, or the prices that were there a couple months ago, weeks ago, up to about a year and a half ago, how do they expect people to pay more money for products that are not selling at the lower prices and they want to raise them? Not exactly the best and most logical thing, at least in my mind. Let's see what they say. This seems to be late information. Or maybe not. Maybe it's... Yeah, this is the late information. But at least we know that we will be getting Disney, Peloton, Uber, and Lyft earnings in the coming days. Let's see Uber. When is their earnings? Is it today as well? It is today as well, yes. Lyft earnings are... Oh, they already passed. Nice. And actually, let's take a look at Lyft in a second. But Peloton... Coming up soon, but not quite yet. Couple months soon. That's fine. Keep on paying attention to the market itself. And hopefully bit of a change here. Let's see Lyft Incorporated. Lyft earlier in the day. There we go. Hey, the week. Yeah, it's still in the downtrend. In the long term, according to this. Let's go back to BBIG. How is it closing today? We're about 7 minutes from market close. We are at 355. Quite a few points lower from what we reached today. And rather interesting indeed. Yep, it is still working. Sometimes it decides to just turn off on me for no reason. I don't understand why. I'm not gonna try it. Yeah, it has had a good rise since not Friday. What am I saying? What is it? Last 5 days? Yeah, Thursday last week, Friday. Around the 95 range. Now we're up to the 124 range. That is a good percentage gain within the last 5 days. The SPY still considerably flat on the day, up 1.3-ish percent, 456 area. AMC still trading at around 1880, 89. BBIG 356 at the moment, at this point in time. I have to look at the short interest here. There is no short interest. Just kidding. Of course there is. There's quite a bit of... Okay. No. It wants me to buy something again. No, thank you. I'm good. Twitter. That is not what I was trying to do. I don't know why it's taking me over there. We want to go to Twitter here. Is it going to want me to log in? I don't know. It does. Then I will do it on the other device. That should be fine. Stocks with high short interest. Workhorse, Legend, Rocket Companies, Sunrun, Iron Mountain. I don't know if they actually have that much short interest now. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I haven't checked them in a long time, and I haven't really done much research on them in quite a minute. I just know that well, it's not that I know. Just my thesis, my analysis is that GameStop and AMC are still our high interest plays. But we'll see how this plays out. It's warm on the cheers. We'll be on for another 15 minutes after market close, but we're about 2 minutes from market close now, and the SPY is still trading at 457. Oh, it's actually rising a little bit into close. GameStop is 124.17, just a tad lower from its high of the day. AMC seems to be having a bit of a red candle towards the end of the day. I kind of thought that something similar would happen. Because when you really think about it, those hedge funds who do own AMC, who are trying to keep the price down, whoever's trying to keep the price down, I mean, they're still going to be in here. It doesn't matter how high it gets. They're going to be trying to keep the price down. It is not beneficial to them to just let it run all the way up, because then that could cause gamma squeeze, FOMO. Well, more like FOMO than gamma squeeze, then more FOMO, then possibly more of a gamma squeeze, and in turn, possibly the mother of all short squeezes. Has such a nice ring to it. It really does. Very nice sound, very nice ring to it. Very... Huh. Interesting. Lucid, let's see, Lucid. Lucid's still trading around 28. Why am I getting notifications of that? That's weird. Lucid's still trading at around 28. It is up 5% on the day. Is it? 5%? Yeah, it's about 5%. Around a dollar. Ooh. I see. And that's it. The market has closed. What is going on in the after hours? We are up 0.05%. Never mind, we were. And BBIG is flat after hours right now. A couple seconds in, that's all. It's not like we've been in there a long time. I'm already there. AMC. Whoops. Oh, nice. AMC. We have AMC has closed at $18.97. It closed above $18. And in the after hours, it is $18.86. It's down a couple cents. More than a couple, sorry. Several cents. It is down 0.5% so far, and it is 301. Well, not 301. I guess 401 for those in the East Coast, and earlier for those in the West. Oof. We will see what happens. Remember that there are very many options contracts for the $18 strike price expiring on Friday. So if anything, they would possibly try to keep them under try to keep the stock under $18 by Friday's close. We don't know exactly what their plan will be, but it's very likely that it will be along those lines, because it is obviously not going to be beneficial to them to let it close above that. There's going to be a lot of calls in the money. I mean, it's totally possible, but rather unlikely. What news do we have here? The options chain is looking very, very, very juicy for BBIG. Let's see here. The options chain for AMC, AMC with percentage changes very high, very nice, and very high implied volatility as well. Open interest on the $20 strike price calls is 18,000 for February 11th, this Friday. Expiration this Friday. Wow. for the $18 strike price, it is 11,000, at least on here, from what it says here. So yeah, if it closes above $18 at the end of this week, could probably push to $20 by next week. And that is one possibility, one trade possibility we might be looking for. And for those holding long term, obviously that would be growth into your account. Continue buying the dip, not financial advice. Or don't buy the dip. It's up to you, however you want. I think we'll be able to leave this here. It is about 5 minutes after market close. Oh. And it seems we're having a little bit of red in the after hours in some stocks and some in the overall market. Obviously not in the UVXY because it literally trades opposite of the SPY. So if the SPY is having a red day, the UVXY is having a green day. And crypto, let's look at crypto. Shiba. Okay, this is just trying to tell us why it spiked up. Not exactly what I'm trying to see. Here we go. What do we have? These are the lines that we drew this earlier this morning. These are really rough lines. These are not to be relied on entirely. It's just to give us an idea of how the direction is looking right now. But I don't know how sustainable this is right here. Hopefully it's a lot more sustainable than I'm thinking, but I don't trust it very well. It might come down and bounce off of this if it is following that line, if it is following a trend line to an extent, but it's very possible it's not at all, considering also these are not very appropriate, very skilled trend lines. So we will wait and see. Let's look at a couple of different indicators, hopefully to get a somewhat of an idea here. There isn't too much to look at. There was a squeeze in the Bollinger Bands around here a little bit, so kind of works in terms of the pattern. Typically when there's a little bit of a squeeze in the Bollinger Bands, you can see a little bit of an uprise of a rally. This wasn't just a little bit of a rally, this was something else. VWAP not too crazy. The MACD is also not too crazy. I mean, there's only so much you can tell, and this is also past information. This kind of helps you understand a little bit of the future information, a little bit, but it's very hard to predict, obviously. And then you have your RSI, which also is just indicating the current levels right now. Doesn't really tell us what's it gonna do, but all these kind of put together, hopefully they kind of help us understand somewhat of the direction and possibilities as to why these stocks and crypto move in the directions that they do. Nothing's for sure in the market, obviously. Nothing's guaranteed. Nothing has to happen a specific way. So we just do our best. We track it, we trade it, we try to follow the trends, and we try to just make some extra cash. Invest for the future. Nice. But I think we'll be setting off now. Yep. Well, glad you were able to join me. Hope you have an excellent day, and we'll see you later on the market stream again. And wish you the best of your trades and your day. Thank you.